So that's a strategy. Yeah. So there are strategies everywhere from £50 a week up to £100 million, and they're different. They range differently from everyone, but and from country to country. To be fair, different countries have different tax laws, so with different vehicles. But from your point of view, at the sort of normal end, I'm not going to call it the low end because I'm in that boat as well. It's as tax efficient as you can get it. That's where you start. You use all the tax efficiencies and then you step up into different things.
Hi guys, welcome back to the show. It is your girl Sarah right here on Relaks Radio, and we're talking about how the United Kingdom is in fact in a muddle with all of these coronavirus cases rising, and also how the NHS Covid pass is actually not being recognized in some countries. All right, so that is what the conversation is about. Now I'm super excited to be here. It is a Wednesday morning, and I have to tell you, it's crazy how soon time passes by, right? Because it feels like Monday was just yesterday, and it's basically Wednesday. Like, this week is literally over in what, 4 more days, and that's just really crazy, right? But let's actually head into our conversation. But before we do that, I want to very quickly remind you that you can in fact be a part of the show. All you need to do is just text me or call me on 078-52473-473. Share your thoughts, share your opinions. I would love to hear everything that you have to say. And also don't forget to go like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and actually to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because that way you can actually make sure that you're always informed and you're always updated and you're listening to our videos live from wherever you are in the world. Okay, so don't forget to do that. Now, something else that you can obviously do is download the app as well, because that's available on both the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store, so you can listen in from your iOS or even your Android device and make life actually much easier for you as well. Okay, so don't actually forget to do that. And now let's actually get into our conversation, because we're going to be talking about how the United Kingdom is actually in a muddle. So let's answer this question. Is coronavirus on the rise again? What exactly is happening with that? Well, the truth is, ever since the country opened up and we had tourists come in and, everything basically changed, we tried to go back to normal way too soon, at least in my opinion. And basically what happened with that was that, coronavirus just started increasing again. All of the COVID cases within the United Kingdom actually just started increasing. And the truth is, obviously, right, when you ask people to not wear masks simply because they're fully vaccinated, or when you suddenly start having all of these big music events, music festivals that I'm pretty sure you can live without it for a few months, at least until this pandemic is over. I mean, we survived for like 1.5 years, right? Without going to music festivals. So it's pretty much easy for us to do that, continue doing that until we get rid of this pandemic. Okay, so like I said, we opened up the country, we had all of these music festivals, people weren't really required to wear masks unless they were in indoor settings, and fourthly, we had tourists coming in as well, and especially if they were fully vaccinated, they didn't have to quarantine or self-isolate, and that was in fact one of the biggest problems, right? Now, deaths from COVID-19 are actually now averaging 100 a day across the United Kingdom, and this is according to data actually that was according to official data, and scientists have actually warned that case rates will actually jump again when millions of pupils return to schools next week. All right, now the thing is, we want things to get back to normal, sure, but even if that's the case, if we're putting the entire country at risk, then we really can't get back to normal, because even though we've taken all of these steps, we've gotten people vaccinated, we're still seeing a rise in coronavirus cases, right? Which means that the steps that we're taking right now, that's not enough. It's actually not enough. And sure, I understand we have to take care of the economy. We need to make sure that we boost our economy, but not at the expense of the lives of the citizens of the United Kingdom. All right. Now, even the vaccination program actually means that basically, you've had much less deaths. You've had much less deaths, and the rate of infection has been much, much lower. However, having said that, we can't really put everyone, in danger as well. All right. So it's important to keep that in mind. And now let's actually head into a small break, because after that we will be back to discuss more of this. But obviously, until then, make sure that you stay tuned.
Cycling in London is not child's play. How to be a better cyclist. Listen to my show, only on Relaks Radio. I'm Kevin. Join me every Thursday, 5 p.m. Look forward to seeing you.
Hi guys, welcome back to the show. It is Sarah, and it's in fact the final few minutes of the first hour of the show. But don't worry, because I'm here to keep you company all the way until 9 a.m. All right, which means I'm going to be sharing a lot of interesting and informative conversation with you. So don't be shy to actually get on board and share your thoughts and opinions with me. All right, because all you need to do is just text me or call me on 078-524-73473. Share your thoughts, share your opinions, and let me know what you're thinking about everything that is happening. All right. And now let's actually head back into our conversation. But before I do that, I want to very quickly remind you that you can, in fact, go like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and actually make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. And don't forget to download our app, because that's available on both the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. And that way you can actually make sure that you are listening in from either your iOS or even your Android device. All right. And now let's actually head back into our conversation about how the United Kingdom is, in fact, in a muddle. Okay. Now, earlier we were talking about how coronavirus cases are on the rise, but right now we need to talk about how British tourists are actually facing difficulties in traveling because they are unable to prove their vaccine status in Europe, given the fact that some countries do not recognize the NHS Covid pass. All right. So what exactly does this mean for travelers? Why is it such a big problem? Don't worry, because I'm here to answer all of those questions. But let's very quickly, get into it, right? Now, British tourists are actually facing a lot of difficulties in proving their vaccination status in Europe. And this is actually following a delay in linking the NHS Covid pass to the EU system due to gaps in the British government's application to Brussels, right? So they basically got late to send in their application to Brussels, and because of that, they're basically seeing a delay in the link. They're basically seeing a delay in the link of the NHS Covid app and the EU, and the EU system, right? Now, an IT tie-up would essentially ensure that automatic recognition across the 27 member states of the information held on the NHS app, right? And that would actually facilitate both international travel and access to hospitality where proof of vaccine status is actually required. Okay. Now, the UK government actually made an application to link up the EU's digital COVID certificate on 28 July, but obviously the European Commission has held off on giving its approval as it has actually sought extra technical information from Whitehall. Okay, so basically they just want extra technical information to essentially make sure that the NHS COVID pass is accepted and recognized in other countries. It's just taking a bit of time because they want extra technical, information. Now, at least 19 EU countries, right, including major tourist destinations such as France and Spain, have unilaterally accused the NHS app as proof of vaccine state, or rather accepted the NHS app as proof of vaccine status, and difficulties remain for some travelers from England and Wales due to the lack of pan-EU recognition. Okay, now according to the UK government's latest advice, Hungary will actually accept a locally issued immunity certificate as proof of vaccine status from travelers to the United Kingdom by air. Okay, now that is basically what's happening in Hungary. They basically want a locally issued certificate that certifies that they have gotten vaccinated. Okay, now essentially that is what's happening. And in Italy, travelers from England and Wales have actually reported problems in entering bars and restaurants and using the NHS COVID pass, while those seeking to enter Latvia and Czech Republic have actually been told that they need to have a paper certificate. All right, and like I said earlier, in my opinion, at least, I think a digital certificate is best, because the truth is, the truth is, people tend to tend to lose things. And if you're careless like me, you're probably going to lose it, or you're going to spill something on it, and you're not actually going to be able to use it afterwards. So I think digital certificates are definitely something that we need to use, right? However, now we're actually going I will be back in a few minutes actually to talk about how electricity transformers could actually be used to heat homes. All right, but I will be back in a few minutes, so until then, make sure that you stay tuned.